The gravity of October 7, 2023, can't be overstated. October 7, 2023, the Jewish holiday of Simchat Torah, was meant for joy and dancing. Instead, it became a day of horror. Hamas militants launched a surprise attack from Gaza, storming Israeli communities and a music festival near Kibbutz Reim. Over 1,200 lives were lost, and 250 were taken hostage, including American citizens. The peace was shattered, and the world was left in shock. A day later, on October 8, Hezbollah, from across the Lebanese border, launched their own barrage. The conflict ignited not just in the south, but along the entire northern frontier. Almost 1 year later, over 10,000 missiles have been launched by Hezbollah into Israel, including ballistic missiles. Over 800 lives lost in Lebanon. 60,000 Israelis displaced, their homes abandoned. The question hangs heavy in the air: how did we get here? And where do we go from here?
How did North Israel, which once looked like this, turn into this?
Today, I am taking you into Israel's northern war front.
Since October 2023, most of the war has taken place in southern Israel and Gaza. But the northern front of the war shouldn't be taken any less seriously. Israel borders 4 countries, with Syria and Lebanon to the north.
The most recent Israeli entry into southern Lebanon began on October 1, 2024. This followed almost a year of Hezbollah firing over 10,000 rockets at Israel, with over 150,000 standoff weapons in its arsenal. Iran's substantial military and financial support further solidifies Hezbollah's position as a regional threat. Hezbollah's armed wing is now considered stronger than the Lebanese armed forces, boasting an estimated 50,000 fighters. Designated as a terrorist organization by over 20 countries, including most Western nations, Hezbollah has a long history of high-profile attacks. This includes the 1983 bombings of the U.S. Embassy and American and French barracks in Beirut. Israel decided to enter Lebanon after the tragic events that occurred in Magdal Shams. On July 27, 2024, a rocket attack by Hezbollah struck a soccer field in Magdal Shams, a Druze town in the Israeli Golan Heights. Tragically, this attack resulted in the deaths of 12 Druze children and teenagers and injured many others.
Hundreds were attending a tournament held at a soccer ground on Saturday afternoon when a single highly loaded rocket exploded.
Magdal Shams,
Magdal Shams in mourning. Everyone is in mourning, and Israel as a whole should be in mourning. The fate of Tel Aviv, of Jerusalem, must be the fate of Magdal Shams. We request an immediate response from the Israeli government. That's enough. Are these kids guilty? What did these children do? What did they do? They played soccer. Magdal Shams is ours. The Golan Heights are ours. If you don't know how to protect us, we will protect ourselves.
After the tragic Hezbollah rocket attack on Magdal Shams on July 27, 2024, Israel decided to activate the pager operation on September 17, 2024. How Mossad took deception to the next level. Mossad's operation against Hezbollah was nothing short of genius. They created fake companies and sold Hezbollah exploding walkie-talkies and pagers. Phase 1, weaponized walkie-talkies in 2015. Phase 2, exploding pagers marketed as rugged AR-924 models in 2023. In September 2024, they were detonated. 16,000 walkie-talkies and 5,000 pagers caused massive chaos. The pagers alone killed or maimed around 3,000 Hezbollah members. This operation not only weakened Hezbollah but also struck fear into everyday life in Lebanon. Imagine devices lying dormant for years, only to explode when the moment was right. Mossad's precision targeting ensured minimal collateral damage but maximum psychological impact. This was more than just a military operation. It was psychological warfare at its finest. Mossad showed the world a new level of sophistication and long-term planning. Talk about making a statement. 6 days after the pager operation, Operation Northern Arrows was started. This is how Israel defeated Hezbollah in record time. On September 23, 2024, the IDF launched a massive assault on Hezbollah in Lebanon. Over 1,600 targets were hit within 24 hours, including command centers and weapons depots hidden in civilian buildings. Key Hezbollah leaders were eliminated, like Ibrahim Mohammed Kubayzi, head of the missile array. Following the airstrikes, IDF troops invaded southern Lebanon, focusing on border villages. Hezbollah fought back with dozens of attacks, even launching ballistic missiles at Tel Aviv, thankfully intercepted. Casualties were high, many Hezbollah leaders were killed, and thousands injured.
That its leader, Hassan Nasrallah, has been killed in an Israeli airstrike in the Lebanese capital of Beirut. Now, this is major news that has shaken the Middle East. It comes after the IDF conducted a massive airstrike on Hezbollah's main headquarters in Beirut yesterday evening, where Nasrallah was gathered with other top Hezbollah commanders. Now, this attack leveled 6 buildings, and it marks the heaviest response from Israel in Beirut since Hezbollah started firing rockets into Israel on October 8th of 2023.
Operation Northern Arrows, a swift and decisive victory for Israel against Hezbollah. Israel destroyed vast amounts of Hezbollah's military weapons cache, most of its commanders, their financial infrastructure, and their influence in Syria. A huge blow to Iran. In 1982, Lebanese clerics founded Hezbollah, inspired by the 1979 Iranian Revolution and Ayatollah Khomeini's vision of Islamic governance. Iran saw an opportunity to extend its influence in Lebanon and provided crucial support. Iran supplied Hezbollah with ideological indoctrination, military training, and equipment. This backing allowed Hezbollah to consolidate various Islamist Shia Lebanese factions into a single, powerful organization. Hezbollah quickly became a significant political and military force, attacking Israeli and American targets. Iran's support was not just about weapons, it was also about spreading a revolutionary ideology. By the 1990s, Hezbollah had grown into an influential entity in Lebanese politics and society, driven by Iran's strategic interests. If your history knowledge is hazy, fear not, we're diving into how Hezbollah came to be. After expelling the Sunni terrorist PLO group, Lebanon saw a new power rising. With Syria's blessing, Iran sent 1,500 IRGC instructors to Lebanon. Their goal? To unify various Lebanese Shia factions. The result was Hezbollah, an Iranian-controlled organization with big ambitions. Their 1985 manifesto outlined some bold objectives: expel Western influence from the region, destroy Israel, pledge allegiance to Iran's supreme leader, and establish an Islamic government inspired by Iran. Hezbollah's creation marked a significant shift in Middle Eastern politics. Understanding this history helps us grasp the complex dynamics of the region today. There you have it, the birth of Hezbollah in a nutshell. Want more quick history lessons? Hit that like button and subscribe.